a planet that can thrive, a just society, and leadership to rely on. These are not just abstract thoughts. They are pillars of sustainability that we can now quantify, so investors can rest easy knowing their portfolio aligns with their values. But how do we start to categorize such a vast concept? There are 3 letters that form the basis of all sustainable investing approaches: E, S, and G. These stand for environmental, social, and governance. ESG factors are key to understanding the effect of your investments. To be truly sustainable, we must be accountable and hold others to account in the process. We need structured, measurable, and transparent systems. This is why a robust sustainable investment rating methodology is the key to a more sustainable world. At Julius Baer, we rate all equities, bonds, and funds according to our Julius Baer Sustainable Investment Rating Methodology. It is an evolving system that uses a set of JB theme scores to determine how well a company is performing in ESG-related subjects. We use ESG data from several third-party providers, and we also incorporate our proprietary thematic research to assess the company's ESG performance. So, how does it work? Let's start with the JB scores. What are they and why do they matter? The JB Climate Score focuses on companies' greenhouse gas emissions and their emission reduction plans. The JB Natural Capital Score aims to estimate if companies are working to reduce their negative impact on the ecosystem. The JB Human Capital Score looks at how companies treat their employees while considering the effect of their operations on local communities. The JB Governance Score estimates if companies ensure proper oversight, whether they face ethical issues such as fraud or antitrust violations, and if they provide honest corporate disclosures. Before the JB scores are calculated, companies undergo screening to identify any ESG risks. Risks include violations of human rights, the use of child labour, exposure to certain destructive industries, and non-compliance with UN Global Compact standards. Companies found to have ESG risks are excluded from the investment universe. Instruments and companies that pass the first screening are then subject to the JB scores. If a corporate issuer meets certain standards according to the JB scores, they can be ranked as responsible investments. Or if they exceed these standards significantly, they can be classed as sustainable investments. All remaining instruments that are not harmful but do not meet the threshold of our JB scores are considered traditional. Let's look at an example. Consider stock A. Here we see how Julius Baer has scored the company. Red signifies that this result is flagged as a potential ESG risk. Grey signifies that this result does not meet the threshold for either responsible or sustainable and could therefore be classified as traditional. Orange signifies that this score has passed the threshold to qualify as responsible. Green signifies that this score could qualify as sustainable. Since stock A fails in almost all categories, it is considered an ESG risk. Let's look at another example. Stock B fulfills enough requirements to be classified as a sustainable investment. Now, take a look at stock C. Can you guess its qualification? No ESG risks, but nearly all grey lights. You guessed it. Stock C is a traditional investment. It is worth noting that the classification of an investment can be challenged, and these challenges are reviewed by Julius Baer's Responsible Investment Committee. Our system is based on ever-evolving scientific findings, changing regulations, and fast-moving current affairs. We strive to keep our methodology as relevant as possible and aim to give investors guidance that they can rely on. So why does trustworthy ESG methodology matter? By investing in the future, we can create growth and reliable long-term returns. And on the human side, by carefully classifying our investments, we can measure our own influence on the world. With the right sustainable investment framework, we can help investors to create value beyond wealth. The decision is in your hands. Are your investments in line with your hopes for the future?